It's Ace Attorney time, which is not incorrect. He's considered an Ace Attorney. He's just he's a prosecutor, not a yeah, not a Democrat.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Place a little different from normal prison. There are more than just prisoners and guards living here. Animals. Yep, animals, according to the guard. What's the difference?
For like a second, I saw the name right there, and I was like, "Why are you reading? That's my character from Toupée." I had like that brain fart for like a second, even though we didn't really have.
Do you want to take over the character and do Ray's voice?
No, not really. I don't know what Ray's voice was. It was just like kind of.
It was kind of whatever your voice was at the time.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't really do a voice. It was very much like DMPC that's just kind of like, hey, don't do the stupid thing.
Introduced animal therapy here several years ago. Each prisoner is assigned one animal. In other words, they received a pet partner. I mean, that's actually kind of based.
Yeah, I mean, helps with rehabilitation. Huh, that seems kind of fun.
Problem to the guy who gets the howler monkey, though.
Yeah, I would commit more crimes.
Yeah, I'd have like a attendant pig. That sounds cool. A cat would be nice.
Oh, like a bunny. I want a bunny. Allie, I want a bunny.
You think you want a bunny?
She said no.
But since we've had a bunny for like years that died like a little bit ago, it's just kind of depressing. It stays in its cage, it hops around its little cage. It's clear that it deserves a lot more space.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we used to have a bunny. And
it's just
and it is exactly as you're describing it.
It's cute, but it's depressing as fuck. You need like a big open space for it to run around in, and like maybe another bunny so it doesn't like want to die.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'd have a mule, or is that a pony? I guess that's a pony. It's very small.
That's a pony, yeah.
Plus, learning to take care of this pet is a great qualification to have.
Ah, so you mean the workroom?
Yes, the slave room. That's where they torture the animals. Yep, that's where the prisoners practice taking care of their pets. Of course. So then this thing you mentioned that could enter the crime scene is... Right, these animals. That doesn't make any sense, pal. Why would an animal leave behind a rubber glove? Quite right. But the fact remains that they could have entered the crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth, can you please talk some sense into this man? Mr. Shields, are the animals allowed to go wherever they please? Most of the doors in this prison are fitted with sensors. The sensors not only sound an alarm in response to the prisoner's bracelets, they also respond to the animal's microchip and open the door for them.
Okay, that's a bit weird. Why are the animals allowed to run around and open the doors, but then, like, the prisoners aren't allowed to? Like, that's just such a weird system.
Well, you know, just in case there's a fire, they can run away.
Like when they got their COVID vaccination.
Yeah, it's like a tiny machine embedded under the animal's skin.
They probably
makes them
wouldn't have explained this if the game came out today, but in 2011, it's like people might not know what a microchip is.
All it takes is a simple injection, and the microchip's inserted.
What? That sounds painful.
I've heard it's not that painful. But anyway, since the animals aren't criminals, they're allowed to move around freely. How ironic. The ones with the most freedom in this prison are the animals.
At least says a lot about society. Bottom text.
What if they have, like, more freedom than the fucking guards, too?
They should.
Still, they can't go out of the prison. Prison's entrance does not have a sensor. Oh.
I mean, people could walk out and whatever.
What's that? Is that a bell?
Oh, it's the Reaper in Mementos.
Yeah. Just hear a shaking crate. What's that? It's the guard dog. His face is so smooshed.
It looks like a shark head, like, but it's a dog.
What is this? This dog? It has a bell on its collar. Was this the sound we heard earlier? Oh no, it's gonna be one of these cases.
Oh, it's the real life simulator. Mr. Edgeworth, why are you glaring at each other?
I mustn't lose. Mr. Edgeworth, you're not good with dogs, are you, sir? I'll tame that dog myself. Here, boy, here, boy.
Just walks away.
Yeah. You completely ignore me, sir. Compared to the other animals, there's something different about this one. I'm sensing a great hostility towards me only. Well, now that I've introduced you to the animals, what's next on the agenda? Of course, your question is related to the case, pal. Yes, we should gather information about the state of things when the body was discovered. Start with you in that cell. Tell us what you know.
Oh my god. This is a clay statue.
He's completely ignoring me, sir. You there, mummified object. Do you know anything about the incident?
He's scary.
Don't be so cold. Come on, you can talk to us. Or, how about an introduction hug?
It's time.
What was that? Sorry, was Uncle Ray's joke a little much?
Oh my god. What the fuck? This is... The Ace Attorney somehow manages to like stun me every game with the inane characters. Exercise time.
This man is clearly odd. I need to get some answers from him. That's kind of like, that should be the tagline to every single Ace Attorney game.
This man is clearly odd. Yeah.
But I need answers from him. Your name is?
If it was a manga, like, that came out now, it'd be like, you're telling me this man is completely odd and I need answers from him?
Jailbird.
Me, I'm person number D259, Jailbird. Gotta raise my metabolism, I can't let my muscles rest.
Muscles aside, it looks like you've lost a lot of weight.
Half of the matches won even before it has begun. Yeah, gotta make that weight limit.
You entering some kind of tournament? And perhaps as a boxer?
Yeah, I'm a former boxer, but exercise is just a hobby of mine. Well then, it sure looks like it's the bear's hobby too.
I love how well animated he is. I mean,
Yeah,
he does jump around with frames, but still.
He's hanging on like an apron. So cute. This is a Rocky. Oh, I wonder why, the polar bear. He's my partner.
He's loosened his tongue. Maybe we can try asking him now. Where were you and Rocky on the time of the incident?
I don't know anything. I got nothing to say to you.
That's for me to decide. Now answer the question.
Didn't I just tell you? I know nothing.
He has no intention of talking.
In that case, you've got no choice but to use that.
Yes, if he insists he has nothing to do with this, then we'll just have to prove there's a connection. Mr. Elbird, by all means, you will tell us what you know.
He is pointing away from him. If you look at how his animation, his sprite is layered, under Edgeworth.
Yes. Now let's analyze the situation. Fighting stance. Seems that he has become agitated. In these circumstances, a direct confrontation would be pointless. When my opponent becomes agitated, I should calmly wait and see. Is this like how it goes in chess? Does your opponent have an anger meter where their pieces become stronger the angrier they get?
Not necessarily. The only real way that your opponent's like emotional state plays into it is how like ashamed they are, the lengths they'll go to cheat.
Or like, you know, if they get more emotionally powerful, their vibrator gives them like a power boost. And
Yeah,
also
yeah,
lets them...
it's got like a heart rate monitor and stuff.
Yeah. When I see an opening, I will not hold back. Now let's question him about his knowledge of the incident. To start with, I'll ask about his movements today. Have you gone to the bathroom today? Shut up. I have to tire him out before the sound of the bell. What'd you do today? Can you tell me what you have done today? Answer me.
Huh? If you want to fight with me, get into your fighting stance. What, are you throwing in the towel already?
This is not a fist fight. Welcome to the war that is chess.
What the fuck are you talking about?
By the way, hasn't all that moving around tired you out?
Don't underestimate my stamina. You want to test me with that body of yours?
What if all this is actually real and everyone can see when, like, Edgeworth summons his Zawaldo chessboard? Or whatever the fuck this is.
I ain't tired at all. Well, first off, I held back in my training today. I just stayed quietly myself.
Quietly. Then what's with all this sweat?
But buzz off.
I mean, he does have, like, a 100-pound polar bear cub clinging to his chest.
That's all I gotta say. I'm getting a little tired. I think you can.
You're a well-trained boxer. However, you need more practice in the art of lying. Getting a little tired? That's not possible. You say you stayed quietly in your cell just a moment ago.
What if I, like, didn't sleep well last night, dude?
What if I'm sick?
Yeah, it's only the animals that are microchipped, so I might still get COVID.
Oof. That's the real essence of human rights. Only give the animals the COVID booster.
Rocky. Looks like this is gonna be a tough opponent. I wonder if they referenced Rocky in the like original Japanese.
Probably. This man, it looks like he's still hiding something. Next, I'll ask him about the time of the incident. I do not need to use fists. My words alone are enough for a KO. What were you doing at the time of the incident? Do you recall what you were doing at the time of the incident?
Sleeping. Rocky was too.
The incident happened just a few moments ago. You look wide awake to me.
Muscles strengthen while they're resting. Sleep is important.
Well then, I'm sorry to have woken you. Rest is part of training, right?
Uh-oh. So you get it after all. Not bad, Mr. Prosecutor.
How do you know I'm a prosecutor? I probably should have asked that, actually.
You don't want to fight, get out of the ring.
That was too passive. Yeah, I definitely should have asked.
This is basically like their attempt to do Apollo justice before having 3D models.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know, I'm a prosecutor. No. I don't recall ever introducing myself as a prosecutor. How'd you know?
That's...
The conversation we had when we first entered this room. Were you by any chance eavesdropping on us? In that case, there's no way you could have been asleep. You lied to us.
You got me there. You pack a nice punch. Yeah, I lied about sleeping. So what? I was just exercising in this room. You got a problem with that?
Well, I now know he was awake. I should remember this clue. When the incident occurred, did you notice anything unusual about the prison? Buddy, take like a look around. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dang. Alright. At least it doesn't force me to go down the line of questioning again. Haven't you realized it yet? I have you cornered.
Rocky, you hearing this? I got no time for jibber jabber. Wanna eat a knuckle sandwich?
Ugh, that was a wasted remark. Alright. I got time. I'll make it. Answer the question. What was the situation like at the time of the incident?
Sorry, but I got no answers for you. I was asleep then. Rocky was too.
Let's try using that clue. Weren't you exercising? Stop telling such an obvious lie. Didn't you admit it earlier? You were exercising.
Looks like I just ate a counter.
Your back's against the ropes and there's no way out. Just confess already.
Hey, quiet down a bit. If outsiders like you make a racket, you'll fry them animals again. I think, what do you mean by again?
What do you mean by again? You've been persistent. However, I'm afraid you're about to hit the mat. You said again just now. Did something happen earlier? To frighten the animals?
Yeah. Damn it. I've gotten sucker punched like that. Yeah. There was this great scream back then that startled the animals. Dang, I would never have lost in a real ring.
Checkmate. I wanted to play a game where you just beat the shit out of Edgeworth. Just like in a boxing match.
Did Gumfuck not tell you?
He'd probably be a somewhat competent opponent. Maybe. He'd probably be better than Nick. But that's about it. I believe this proves that you do know something about the case.
I think Phoenix could take Edgeworth in like if they threw hands.
I don't know, honestly. Because Edgeworth has a better diet.
Wait, hold on. Phoenix Phoenix from games 1 to 3 couldn't beat him, but Phoenix from games 4 to 6 could.
4 to 6 could stand toe to toe. 1 to 3 would just get his ass kicked.
Because in 4 to 6 he has dad strength. That's the thing.
Yeah. I believe this proves that you do know something about this case.
Damn. Okay, I'll talk. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth.
Don't lose focus, Kay. The real game here has just begun.
This isn't a game, dude. Somebody died.
Let's just stop for a moment. Uncle Ray has got one important thing to say. It must be fate that's brought us together all these years. I have received the opportunity to observe your skills carefully, and I'll be giving a detailed report to that person about how much you've grown.
This dude's gonna kill someone in like the last fucking chapter, I swear to God.
This dude's probably already killed somebody.
Who is that person?
You didn't know. The truth is,
This doesn't concern Kay. She doesn't need to know.
oh there, you scared me. Don't get so worked up.
You can do what you like. It doesn't matter to me.
Now you've been leading your life ever since you were tainted by Von Karma Way. I'm sure that person will be interested. Feel that it's my duty to report to him.
For a minute there, I thought he was going to talk to us. People playing the game.
I'll expose your mistakes here. I won't let you disappoint him any further.
Mr. Edgeworth, just what are you guys talking about?
Don't concern yourself with it. Our only opponent now is Albird. Well then, let's hear it. What do you know about the case?
You ain't gonna be sorry. Those eyes, man.
They're a little sunken in.
It's not just that.
Yeah, I hope there's like an LT Gray brother that looks like Edgeworth, and we have to like fight him.
Oh my God. If I have to sit through another Don Tigre case, I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna kill someone.
It's like probably the second worst case. in this?
Well,
nothing beats Big Top.
Behind Big Top.
Nothing beats Big Top. That's not even a case. It's just like a psychological torture.
Yeah, that's probably the second worst. I don't know. I don't remember like the cases from like 4 and 5 as much. I think there's like a case from Dual Destinies that I. No, it's not worse though. But
Dual Destinies I liked. There's the bomb case. There's the mansion case, which, while very long for a second case, is still pretty alright. There's the school case, which I like, because there's a lot of cool characters there. There's the double up with the 4 and 5, which are both around the
here's my thing with Dual Destinies, is that I think the bomb case is just okay. I think that the mansion isn't fun. I think the academy isn't fun, and then the rest of the game is good. So it's like
that's fair.
It's like every Shiny game has like its at least one case where it's like, but Dual Destinies has like a lot in a row. For me, I mean, that's not objective.
I do have to go back to 6, because according to you, it's doesn't
it's really
have
fucking
one?
good. I mean, well, let me check. I mean, I think that I like most of it.
I really like the second case of that one, because it flipped back to Apollo and Juicy.
Yeah, I like the 3 that you've done the first 2 and done like half of the third one. The next one, I think you'll be more into it than I am, but it is still pretty good. And then the last one is just like fucking phenomenal. And I don't know about any of the DLC cases.
Recreation time.
Oh, you're still Albert, that's right.
Oh yeah, recreation time ended around 10 a.m. I returned to this room and went straight to my training. Just as I had counted to 2, I heard a voice shout out, I've been stabbed! Who knows what happened?" It sounded like someone in pain, call out for help. But I couldn't do anything since I was locked up in my cell. So I went back to my training.
Fair enough. That's odd. You really weren't bothered by that shout?
Even if I was, there was nothing I could do. Look out for number 1 before you look out for others. That's the basic rule in prison.
Indeed. Even if he wanted to take a look, he'd still be locked in a cell.
All that training equipment yours seem to have quite the collection of torture devices.
I get them from the supplier. Supplier? You can get just about anything if you put it in order. It's our secret shop. I'm telling a cop this for some reason.
Not only is he telling a cop this, but how the fuck do you disguise giant-ass rocks with tires and chains around them in the middle of the prison? Like, I guess it's too big to be confiscated, but also, like, what the fuck?
The guards are just like, I bet somebody higher up. Oh god, I'm glad we missed that line.
Nice tech skip.
Yeah.
In that case,
I told you, man, he's got fucking weird vibes. I said it the
what was he
second
saying?
year.
I missed it.
He said like, so if Uncle Ray wants to get a cute girl.
Oh, okay, good. In that case, you should order a book on how to give testimony. Because I'm gonna knock you down for the count in one hit.
You gonna KO me? Stop kidding around.
Hey, don't ignore your Uncle Ray.
I think it's the fact that he says uncle.
That's
First
part
name.
of it, which might be a localization issue.
Part of it.
But...
Oh no, he's probably like calls himself like Oni-chan or something fucking.
Oh.
Yeah, it could get worse. It can always get worse.
Yeah, it can always get worse.
Recreation time in around 10.
I already read this.
Yeah, I'm just reading it myself. I returned to the room and went straight to the training. I've been stabbed. Next time, like, one of our characters gets stabbed, we should just do that.
Yeah, if like Chandra went down, not to like a bullet, but to a sword. There you go.
I've been stabbed. So what happened at 605, Melty? Well, Otaigan started arguing with the Red Knight, and then he shouted, I've been stabbed!
I still hear his voice in my nightmares. It doesn't scare me because it was kind of silly, but I hear it.
Could you describe that voice for me?
It was the voice of someone whose life was in peril because they said, "I've been stabbed." I could tell.
Really? That's no laughing matter. And this voice, you heard it quite clearly?
You've never heard the scream of a cornered man before? Do you wanna? I told you the man was screaming for his life. Of course I heard it clearly.
Couldn't the... Wait, do the animals have the ability to go outside their cages? Like with the humans?
I think so. I mean, they probably not the cells. Oh no, because they have sensors on the doors to stop prisoners from like going through the doors.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like.
So they can go through doors, but they can't go through cells.
Well. Maybe it could be that the idea is like, well, you could have sounded an alarm because you have your own animal, but I don't know. We should press more, I think.
You were able to concentrate on your training after that scream?
If I were on the outside, I'd probably go over and take a look out of curiosity. However, inside this stupid cell, I'd have to get permission to go anywhere. Have you considered breaking out of prison?
That sounds more like something you'd try to do.
If this place wasn't a prison, Mr. Knightley might have been able to get help.
I don't believe he could have been saved.
But what if someone had come running to his aid?
Albert's clearly lying. But what possible reason would he have to do this?
But also Kay is like that based, so.
Yeah. To find out, I'll have to point out that contradiction.
I do think it is the door sensor.
Yeah, because the animal could, like, let him out of his... I mean, he's in a cell. The question is whether or not the animals can go through the cells.
Well, we'll find out in about a second.
Now, Mr. Elbert, your testimony contradicts this specific piece of evidence.
Your fists are pathetic. Even though they're massive. You think you can break my guard with that jab?
That was supposed to be a hard, straight punch.
Looks like you dodged it clearly.
Now, on this next time...
Let's go for the TKO!
Thanks for whacking my ear.
Go through the evidence again?
Sure. So we got one page.
Here, check out the floor plans. Doesn't really... I don't think it really...
So this is where he's at. He's right there. And it was workroom there.
Ooh,
There's also like these things that look like doors. But I don't know. Well, I guess they're kind of doors. But I guarantee you the animal can't. Actually, you're probably not.
Okay.
The only one that might be able to is the cat. Just squeeze through the bars. But a polar bear definitely cannot squeeze through the fucking bars.
Rubber glove. Crime scene notes? What order are crime scene notes? Penetrating wound to the necktie. Oh, that's maybe the contradiction. If he died instantly, he didn't yell, "I've been stabbed."
You know, I guess that's a little bit of a contradiction. Mr. Albert, can you hear my voice clearly?
Why, you mocking me?
Well, see, the victim received a fatal blow to the throat, which means, he couldn't possibly have screamed.
Exclamation point.
Why'd you hear a non-existent scream?
That's... There should have been a scream.
There should have been one?
Dang it. I'll rip that smug look off your face. Yeah, you're right. I never heard a scream. The one who heard it was the guy in the next cell.
The next cell. I hope it's just 3 characters and we have to do the same thing for all 3 and like a mini fight.
Yeah, I'll give all of them the same voice. The next cell.
Well, there it is. We were wondering was it gonna come back up. Is it Mr. Fowles? Oh, here's the prisoner.
What's up? Yeah, I heard the scream.
Maybe. Wait, to change postlude.
He responded to Zuper's Ninja Kiwi thing with Ninja Kiwi monkey porn. So
Oh, nice.
in memes, and it just embedded very clearly.
Nice. So this is the prisoner.
Yeah, I did the line. Recreation time had just ended. It happened after we returned to our cells. So then I tell that guy I heard a great scream.
Can you describe that scream for me?
Sure, I never told that guy about the contents of the scream though. Someone, come quickly. The man's been... something like that.
So it doesn't sound like the victim, it sounds like the officer. So it wasn't the victim. But rather, it was the first person to discover the body who screamed. A body!
I see. That solves that mystery. Let's go home. There was nothing wrong with Mr. Elbert's testimony.
Is that really true? Or is there still a problem with Elbert's testimony? Yes, there is. No, in this case, a new problem has presented itself. Mr. Elbert, why'd you not hear the scream? It's not that you didn't hear the scream, sir. Hey, you. Why'd you hear the scream, pal?
Gah.
Yeah.
You guys, do you suspect me? I was shut up in the stupid cell the whole time. How could I have killed someone in the workroom?
Well, that would be impossible, wouldn't it?
Yeah, none of us could have killed him. If we could have killed him, we would have already killed you guys by now.
Hey!
You guys, don't think you're going to get out of this prison alive.
I know he forgot. Despite being locked inside cages, these guys are still dangerous criminals. This is definitely how they think.
Yeah.
Looks like we got ourselves in a pretty bad situation here. What can I do? I can't talk to them in these circumstances.
What the fuck?
Who was that?
Ah.
Well, there's that loser, but then there's also this.
Oh, I love his walk. I'll be the lady. You can be the loser.
Oh, okay. I guess that's fair.
No. Please be silent. What? Who are you? Can you think we're busy here?
Judge main character.
Silence is golden. What the? Now, your hands. You shall remain silent while under the judgment of the law. You should be thankful. You get to live your life without the need of money. Hey, you know that's not actually really how that works, but sure. You are to receive the blessings of the goddess of law. What the fuck is this fire?
You live your life without money. Also, you do menial labor and earn 60 cents an hour.
Guard, if you would please.
Congratulations. You get to spend the night in the disciplinary room.
That's... No, not there. Anywhere but there. Accept this wonderful blessing. Let your heart be reborn. Cast away your sins.
Oh boy, she has Yuri hands.
Stop it. Honestly, I could fix her. Oh, goddess of law, give this man your blessings. I thank thee.
I don't know, she seems like one of those celestials. It's like, I read the stars and it's not gonna work out. You are.
A Libra. I bet you're a Virgo. My name is
Oh,
Justine
God.
Courtney.
Justin Court. Okay, gotcha.
I am privileged to be a judge. An emissary of the strength of the law, while an actual character is the judge.
Yeah. Okay, Cynthia's theme. You can get stopped now. A judge, you say? Why are you here?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I came to meet with you personally. I convey the will of the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee.
Pick.
That is my appointed task, like in Among Us. Prosecutorial Investigation Committee? What's that? Do not use that name so lightly. Those are the sacred words of the Goddess of Law.
Since the little Kay doesn't know, Uncle Ray will explain it for her. The PIC is an assembly comprised of 11 members. Their job
It's like the fucking Xehanort shit from, like...
Did somebody say the door to darkness?
What's the Xehanort thing called? It's like it's 13 of them, right? Not 11.
Yeah, it's like the 13 fucking goobers.
Yeah. Okay.
job
I don't
is
know
to
why I
check-
thought you'd know.
No,
I
I might know. I might know. If I saw the name, I'd be like, yeah, that's what they're called. You're looking to bark up Zuper if you want answers on
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Their job is to check if the prosecutors are doing their job properly.
If I'm not mistaken, its members are elected from politicians and those of the legal profession. So I take it you're one of those members?
Indeed. I am thankful they judged me worthy of such a task.
I too am thankful that I was able to meet you here. How about a hug of thankfulness?
The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee also shares deep ties with the Bar Association.
Hey, I was just kidding. No need to make such a scary face. I'm on my speed by 2 stages.
So your job is to find bad prosecutors and punish them? Well said. May you be blessed by the Goddess of Law, this time in white text. Our job is to remove problematic prosecutors from their cases. And so, those people not fit to be prosecutors will be stripped of their prosecutor's badge.
Recently, we had a prosecutor who had a heated prosecuting moment. He had to be removed. What business does this whatchamacallit committee have with Mr. Edgeworth, pal?
I love that they put that in the colored text.
We're in the middle of an investigation here. And here he is.
I said loser, but I actually like. I've only seen fan art of this character, and I actually like him.
Oh, this isn't the same. I thought this was the guy from the first game.
Nope. This is a new
Oh,
guy.
you're thick. Seriously, how thick-headed can you be? Just who do you think you are, pal? Me? I am a prosecutor. Sebastian de Beste is my name. The Beast? The
I think
Beast?
it's like the best. Like,
Yeah. Haven't you heard of me? At the prosecutor's office, everyone calls me the best.
oh well, fuck. They explain it.
I'm so beloved there. The Beast. I've never heard of you. Hey, you, Mr. Flatfoot. You've heard of me, right? This is the first time, pal. Oh well, can't be helped. There's no way someone who's so thick on the intake could have good ears. Don't you mean slow on the uptake?
I suppose it's only natural that Sebastian only became a prosecutor last month.
He's just a rookie prosecutor.
Right. Oh wait, that's not her.
Right. The best rookie prosecutor in the office. Step off.
Or so he plans to be.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm here to clean up the mess you've made.
What do you mean?
The PIC intends to have me replaced. That much is clear. Mr. DeBest, I know what you're trying to say, I think. However, I have not been informed of this. Your Honor, I would like an explanation.
Very well. This judgment has been passed under the name of the Goddess of Law. The incident at the President's welcoming event, and the murder of Horace Knightley. The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee has decreed that you will be taken off this case. And Sebastian has been appointed to take over the case. That is all.
What? You can't just take him off the case like that, pal. Your Honor, I thought I asked for an explanation, not a demand.
The judgment is guilty. The Goddess of Law's verdict is absolute.
I have done nothing to warrant being taken off this case. In this case, does it really matter? I mean,
I think it's a pride thing.
I suppose that's it.
Because he's gay, so gay pride. You don't remember? Very well, in that case, I shall remind you of your past crimes. You boarded the president's plane, which was protected by extraterritorial rights. And then, of all things, you ordered a search of the president's personnel. A single mistake could have sparked an international incident. You crossed the line as a prosecutor. You've gravely overstepped your authority.
I'll admit, my actions may have gone against the rules. However, if I had not taken that risk, I'm certain the truth would have never been found. I have never considered my actions as a mistake.
So, you're saying that as long as the ends justify the means, it's all right to ignore the rule. That is an extremely dangerous way of thinking. No one is above the rules. That is the spirit of law.
I'm sorry, but I cannot accept your way of thinking.
I see. That's a shame. Even so... the gavel must slam down at the conclusion of a trial. Even if you, or the defense attorney, or the suspect, do not consent to the verdict.
I want a trick weapon where it's a gavel that transforms into a sledgehammer.
Yeah. All you can do is accept the blessings of the goddess of law. Or, will you fight it, and risk losing your badge?
She means to take my badge if I don't obey.
Oh, that's too bad.
It seems you understand. Now then, guards, please proceed.
Hold it right there!
Hey, what are you doing? Are you supposed to be on our side? You should listen to the new prosecutors in charge.
I don't want to work for you, pal. Ew.
But isn't that the job of a flatfoot?
We're at an overwhelming disadvantage here. It's useless to resist any longer. Detective Gumshoe, you are now under Mr. DeBest's authority. But that's... Your Honor.
Yes, what is it?
This does not mean I have accepted your decision. We will meet again.
Certainly. I look forward to that day.
Let's go, Kay.
Yeah.
Wait, don't forget. I'll be reporting today's events to that person.
Okie dokie. Mr. DeBest gives us a phone call.
Help! I can't figure this out! Please come back!
I thought I wasn't necessary.
Shut up!
Shit is actually just later, like another fucking day. Alright.
Yep.
Mr. Edgeworth, just what happened yesterday? Those two people, their attitude was just unforgivable. We need a flashback.
Edgeworth, I'm here to clean up the mess you made.
The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee has decreed that you will be taken off this case. And Sebastian has been appointed to take over the case. That is all.
Judge Courtney and Mr. DeBest. They were certainly ruthless. But what I'm more concerned about is... just what is the PIC thinking? I'm worried about what they will do from here on out. I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, are you listening to me?
Yes, I'm listening.
You're not gonna give up on this case, are you?
No, I don't plan on backing down, not with the current situation as it is. If I were to silently stand by, that would only validate their claims. But I no longer have investigation rights. What should I do now? What is it, Detective Gumshoe? Bad news, sir. I heard something down at the precinct. Sounds like they've already arrested a suspect in yesterday's case. What? Who is it? I don't know yet, sir. If we don't go down to the detention center, we can ask. Or if we do go down, we can ask.
Let's get going, Mr. Edgeworth.
Even if I can't investigate, meeting with the suspect should not be an issue. Alright, we're heading over to the detention center now. I'll also head over on the double, sir. Detective, won't that interfere with your job? Gotta investigate the scene of the crime anyway, so it should be okay, sir. Alright, we'll meet up with you there. Roger, sir. Let's go, Kay.
Okay.
Detention Center, March 28th. They're never on time with people coming through those doors. You know, that's probably really accurate to real life. There's probably a whole bunch of, like, red tape to go through before a person can meet with someone in prison.
He's not coming, is he?
He's not.
It's happening all over again.
Don't joke about that. Someone's saying no way.
We'll have to
It's not
get
happening.
any clue as to who it is.
Yeah, it's happening, all right. There's just someone here to talk to you.
Fucking Larry.
Hmm.
That sounds like a pretty screechy voice, huh?
Uh-oh. Is it Maya? Okay, it's not Maya.
You got
I'm gonna... Yeah, I was gonna say. No way, no way, no way! Don't be so stubborn.
Yeah, you can do the card too, that's fine.
But aren't prosecutors like crazy scary or something? Always giving you a death glare.
Pardon me, but would you happen to be the suspect?
Ah, I knew it.
Okay, why does this man seem so distraught?
Well, because you're, you.
That doesn't help me at all. Edward just goes into the corner and cries.
Hello, Mr. Suspect.
Hmm?
Would you mind talking to us for a little bit?
Who are you?
I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Faraday. Well, it's just a part-time job. I'm just taking a vacation from my real job.
I don't remember hiring you.
This is Mr. Edgeworth. He's a prosecutor, but he's not as scary as he looks, so it's okay.
How rude.
Really?
Really, really.
Really?
Anyway, can you tell us your name, Mr. Suspect?
Yeah, I'm Simon Keys.
Nice to meet you, Simon. You can just call me Kay, okay?
I'm Miles Edgeworth, a prosecutor.
I'm Ike, a mercenary.
I would appreciate a word with you.
Please, it's for your own good, Simon.
Really?
Fine, it looks like we'll be able to get something out of him thanks to Kay. Well, have I got something to present to you?
No way, it's really impossible. There's no way I could be a prosecutor. Even if you give that to me.
That was never my intention.
So you're gonna arrest me? Am I going to trial? No objections, Your Honor?
There is an objection. Please shut up.
Even if you show me stuff like that, it's too technical for me. I don't get it at all.
Because you don't have any new information about it.
Sorry. Am I gonna be arrested? If I start spouting some random nonsense now, will I be able to plead insanity later?
If you want to be guilty of perjury, go right ahead.
No, it's just a leading question. I knew it. I'm gonna be arrested.
Good grief, he's not listening to me at all. Mr. Keys, I would like you to take a look at this.
Ah! I see nothing. I hear nothing.
Once he calms down, I'll try showing it to him again.
Okay, you probably have to. You probably have to talk more.
Probably. First, I'd like you to tell me a little about yourself. No way, not that. I couldn't do that. Impossible. I'm not worthy. There's nothing interesting about me. Your occupation? No way, not that. It's no big deal, honest. Yeah, I'm just a regular employee. Good grief. About the victim, Knightley? I don't think he's going to talk to me about this. Okay.
Simon, did you know Mr. Knightley from somewhere?
Knightley? Yeah, I did. He was, a friend. A friend? So, did he know that Knightley was arrested?
Did you know that Mr. Knightley was arrested?
Yeah. I came here to meet him. So you visited the detention center, too. When was that?
When did you visit him here?
It was 2 days ago, in the afternoon. I received a call from the police, so I came over right away. From the police?
Why did you get a call from the police?
It was a request from Knightley. He had a message for me.
A message?
Yeah, he wanted me to bring him his pocket-sized chessboard. So, I retrieved it from his house and came here to give it to him. Did he say chessboard?
Did you say chessboard?
Is Kay still in my thoughts?
No, Mr. Edgeworth, it's just written on your face. I was just guessing from your facial expressions. See, I could be a useful assistant, right?
So, do you need to know what we... Do you know what we need to do next?
You bet. We gotta show that to Simon, right?
Correct. Let's present it and see how he reacts.
Here's my butthole.
The bloodstained sheep.
Oh, I guess that wasn't it. Do you recognize this chessboard?
Ah, that's Knightley's. Just as I thought.
This was found near Mr. Knightley's corpse.
He's always carried a chessboard with him. It's just like him to have one until his last breath.
It sounds like you two were really close, Simon.
Yeah, we were best friends. At least I thought we were. But maybe I was wrong.
Huh?
Because I never imagined he would murder someone. Having someone close to you turn out to be a murderer. Reality can be so cruel. It's not something most people can easily accept. And I never imagined we would part ways like this. Soap.
Soap?
Soap.
Mr. Edward, something's definitely strange here. He said soap. There's no way Simon could have killed Mr. Knightley.
Indeed. I certainly can't see a motive at all. However, the fact remains that he was the one who was arrested on that charge. Just who was the justification? Just what was the justification for doing so? So, why were you arrested? Kay. I guess he still won't respond to me. Well, I don't know.
Looks like he's finally warming up to you.
Who? That's a great help. This morning, a police officer barged into my house. And before I knew it, he had brought me here. Was there a prosecutor accompanying him at the time? Did he have a search warrant? Or any kind of warrant for your arrest? I remember a prosecutor called Best or something was there, too. So it was that rookie prosecutor.
Then, I guess the police haven't dragged you into questioning yet, huh?
Are the police going to interrogate me? If they haven't dragged him into questioning, how were we able to see him? Yep, that's right.
That's right. Because you're the suspect.
See, I did it once too. No, wait, no way.
I didn't. It's not that I even thought that Sebastian's line was like my character. I just for some reason I was like, oh, this is still Courtney talking.
Yeah,
even though she wasn't on screen. Oh well, I thought you were doing a K voice there.
Yeah, I kind of do. I just like kind of naturally have voices for characters that just sort of come out at will. Because I have unmedicated ADHD.
Right, well, that's all my point was, is that for me it wasn't like I adapted to the character. I was just like, oh, this is still Courtney.
Are detectives like crazy abusive or something? Always bossing you around with their big bodies? Detective Gumshoe's on the scene. Ah! I know it! Please don't beat me with your thick arms. I can't take it anymore. Someone call the police. The fuck was that, sir? What's gotten into him, sir?
I just interpreted that dot as a being, like, very sad.
Well, it's because you're you, detective.
Hey, came around.
Huh? I don't get it, sir.
It's a callback. I know Simon has to be innocent, Mr. Edgeworth. Can't we do something?
Simon Keys. Yes? You were Mr. Knightley's best friend. You only just met with him 2 days ago. You say you didn't kill him. Are you certain about this? Yes, I am. I wouldn't harm a fly. I see. That's enough for me. I shall offer my assistance in proving your innocence. What's the point in helping little old me? It's not just for you. This case, I have a personal stake in it as well.
That's right. We gotta get back at those two from yesterday.
Yeah, I'm all fired up, sir. Also, the main important part is finding who killed Knightley. That's also, like, actually really important. So there's not just, like, a murder on the loose.
No. What? No.
I don't have any investigation rights at the moment. Since I won't be able to obtain information myself, your role is most vital. I'm sure we can rely on you to fill in any holes in the information we have. Help us help you. That's all I ask. Ah, I just had a great idea. Why don't you just borrow a defense attorney's badge, sir?
Come on, there's no way Mr. Edgeworth could do
I
that.
would never stoop so low. He's like spitting on the floor.
This isn't the time to be joking around.
But I wasn't joking. Helping the suspect's a defense attorney's job, pal.
Jeez, don't worry about that. It doesn't matter what Mr. Edgeworth's job is. All we gotta do is find the real murderer. So let's get moving.
Okay, pal. I'm sure you understand, but if the investigation results prove that you are the murderer, no hard feelings, but I will show no mercy. But you don't need to be scared. I believe in your story, at least for now. All you need to do is believe in us and wait patiently. There's nothing to fear. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be off. Eat free, live free in prison.
No, that's not true.
That sounds like a Republican, like, primary speech. Like, hey, welcome to America. You eat free and live free in this prison that they've created.
Yeah, I could see it. So we're all fired up and ready to go, but we still can't enter that part of the prison where the murder occurred.
Can't investigate. The only thing you can do now is defend him in court, sir.
How are we supposed to do that? We can't.
Is this the old Uncle Ray? Huh? Yeah.
If it isn't Prosecutor Edgeworth and his married gang, what are you guys doing here?
She's coming to harass Mr. Edgeworth again, pal.
What are you talking about, big guy? Uncle Ray's just here to do his job.
Your job? Oh, yeah, you're a defense attorney, right?
Okay, you're as cutiful as ever. I'm gonna go vomit in my mouth after saying that.
Cutiful.
Might not look it, but your Uncle Ray's a hotshot defense attorney. I'm here to meet with a new client today.
You know, it kind of gives me, what's the Walter White spinoff show? Or the Breaking Bad spinoff show?
Oh, Saul Goodman. Better Call Saul Goodman. I
Kinda.
I kinda get, yeah.
Or your Uncle Vinny.
Oh,
is another.
Yeah, I mean that's closer. I wouldn't say. I mean, you haven't seen Breaking Bad, right?
No.
Yeah, I could see why you would get that vibe not seeing Breaking Bad.
It's just like the slime ball vibe.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Parts of it.
Parts of
meet
it.
with a new client today. What was his name again? Shy Monkeys or something.
What? You mean Simon Keys?
Oh, that's it. Kay, looks like you know the deal.
Mr. Edgeworth, he's the defense attorney.
I thought as much. Guess we have no choice but to resort to that method. He just pulls out a Glock. All right, give me your badge.
He pulls out like the picture of Phoenix he keeps in his pocket.
Uses it as a weapon, like a children's trading card.
Ray is just like, you're gonna help me, Edgeworth. Well, here's the Magatama. I'll teach you about the psyche locks. He's like, no.
And here's a nice person for you to prosecute. Hey, Edgey, how you doing? In the past, whenever I had to investigate cases I was not placed in charge of, I was able to gain access by becoming a subordinate to whomever was in charge. Not my preferred option, but it's the only one I have right now. And by subordinate, I mean I do everything, but I say that I'm under this person.
I mean, works for Franny, might work for him.
Mr. Shields, if I may ask.
By the way, I don't take on sidekicks. I refuse to take on male assistant to lack charm.
Oh, come on, man.
Especially someone who is like a son to Von Karma.
Mr. Shields, as I thought, he won't forgive me so easily. Mr. Shields, I understand that you cannot forgive me for what I've done. I am also fully aware of your hatred towards those involved with Von Karma. I don't know if you'll believe me, but I am no longer the same as I was back then. Back when I idolized Von Karma. Yeah, pal. Mr. Edgeworth is a changed man.
Sure, he may have been a cruel, inhuman prosecutor in the past, but now he's completely different, pal.
When you put it that bluntly, it kind of hurts.
That's right, Mr. Edgeworth. What if Kay didn't know about that? She's like, what?
I don't think she does. I think she...
Mr. Edgeworth's not a bad guy anymore. I wouldn't even call him a prosecutor. He's more like a hero. Yeah, he would help me out in the big case last month.
A hero? That's some pretty big talk there, Missy.
He's a magnificent hero. I thought he'd be no match for a great thief like me.
The song, it's like a remix of one of the... You know, at least it's a remix. It's not just the fucking...
Great revival.
It's not just great revival. Mr. Shields, don't the actions of the PIC appear strange to you? I believe there may be something else hidden behind this case.
How the hell does that committee, like, exist and never once go to Manfred, like, hey, dude, you kind of need to, like, chill a bit. I guess he paid them.
I think they were worried they were going to get tased. Can't afford to quit at this juncture.
He just has a taser, that's the only reason.
Please let me help you with the investigation. I'm begging of you.
Well, if you beg like a dog.
I never expected you to grovel like this. Sure looks like you've changed all right. And I'm kind of interested in the cause of all this.
You're interested in what changed me? If I had to say, it would probably be the courtroom itself.
I thought he was going to be like, that man, because they are afraid to say Phoenix's name for whatever reason.
It's just a big fucking meme. That's all it is. All the experiences I've had and all the people I've met inside the courtroom. And perhaps reuniting with my old friends.
I never expected you of all people to change. Who would have thought that you'd lay open your heart like that? I'm sure that man would be surprised as well. Guess I can't turn you away.
I don't think that's not Phoenix though. That's
Yeah,
a
that's not
different
Phoenix.
that's a different Batman.
Do you know what pisses me off?
What's up?
Look at the button at the bottom. You have all the characters inside the button. And you have that one fucking loser on the far right.
Yeah, Sebastian's just a
outside.
little... Yeah.
Just cut it off. Whatever.
I think that we do know all the box art people now, though, right? Because that's Ray on the far left, I think, and then that's Sebastian on the right, and then Courtney between him and Edgeworth.
And Kay and Edgeworth, yeah.
Yep.
I'm surprised Kay gets another billing again. She's not been that important so far.
She's just in every scene. It's
Yeah.
really the... Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all the characters. I'm surprised the fucking dumbass new prosecutor is even important enough.
I'm
It
not,
seems
but
like,
that's only because I've seen a ton of fan art,
I guess
so I
that's
know that he's
true.
like popular.
I thought at first he was the guy who was dating the motorcycle chick from the circus.
Oh my god, I wish. I wouldn't have called him a loser. I mean, I would have, but it would have been like in an affectionate way.
I
It would have
mean,
been like, oh,
yeah.
look at that loser. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I love him. You
he's
know?
a cute loser. This guy's
Yeah.
more like a loser. So we'll see.
I may be long overdue, but allow me to properly reintroduce myself. If you'd be so kind as to read this.
Edgeworth Law Office's Raymond Shields, head attorney.
Edgeworth?
Mr. Shields was an assistant to my deceased father, Gregory Edgeworth.
Really? Your father was a defense attorney? So that means that man Mr. Shields talked about is...
Correct, my cute little gay. Prosecutor Edgeworth's old man. I never changed the name of the firm. It's my way of showing my appreciation for his help. Prosecutor Edgeworth. No, wait. Miles. Uncle Ray doesn't fully trust you just yet. It may have been temporary, but the fact remains, you were once a disciple of Aunt Karma. You said that you've changed, but you need to prove it to me with your actions.
Do you think if Edgeworth was just like, yeah, dude, I was a disciple of Von Karma because, like,
I was
he
groomed.
killed my dad and groomed me, like, what the fuck do you want?
Even your old man would have wanted it this way.
Yes, I understand.
Alright, I'm getting tired of all this stuffy talk, so let's give it a rest and move on. For now, I'll make you my temporary assistant. How does that sound?
I'm sorry to trouble you.
But this outcome is kind of moving, yeah? The prodigal son returned to work on his late father's law firm.
What about me? What about me?
Of course you can help too, Kay.
Alright, thanks a lot, Mr. Shields. I mean, boss.
Now then, let's get right to work. Let's see. First off, Gumshoe. You're fired. Get out of here.
It's not even your part, it's like, gumshoe, pay cut.
Pay cut.
Just everyone in the entire world has access to his pay.
It's like if he makes like a bad post on like online, like people on Reddit are gonna like downvote him and be like, pay cut.
Pay cut. That's right. I have some unfinished business from yesterday.
So it wasn't a victim.
But rather was the first person to discover the body who screamed. Why don't we find them and listen to what they have to say?
Yeah, that's it. Uncle Ray thinks so too.
Upbeat as always.
Okay, with that decided, let's hurry up and grill him. Saute him good.
Sir, what am I supposed to do? Detectives can't help defense attorneys.
I can't just leave him be.
Then what have you been doing in every fucking game, Gumshoe?
Detective, I'll give you a special assignment. I want you to assist Mr. DeBest in his investigation and follow his orders. And then, if you discover anything useful, I want you to share it with us. Detective, this is a job that only you can do. Can we count on you? Oh, yes, sir. Leave it to me. I'm really good at leaking information reports to defense attorneys. Normally, that would be a problem for me, but it may come in handy this time.
Alright, let's get moving then, shall we? Time to go to jail.
That's just a line he says like every morning when he wakes up.
Yeah,
To himself
definitely.
in the mirror.
Alright,
This
time to go
they'll-
stare at criminals all day.
This time they'll arrest me.
Now then, where's the person who first discovered the body?
For now, all we can do is ask around.
Hold it right there.
Oh. Hello, ma'am. Who is this woman?
Okay, I'll do her voice since.
I
that's
love
you
the
here.
fur around her. Oh my god, that's
Oh,
so
you are
cute.
simply irresistible.
I love that. Wait, it's the Snoot Dog from the VTuber meme, except like shortened.
Mhm.
Nice.
Oh, do you mean me?
Very nice indeed. What an elegant mustache.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mademoiselle. Defense Attorney Ray Shield at your service. How about we exchange greetings with a hug?
Oh, but of course.
I love the fox. It opened its hands for a hug.
I can't believe someone actually gave him the hug.
Hmm.
Oh, alright.
They Frenchin.
Uncle Ray's lips.
A proper greeting should begin with a hug and a kiss. It's almost like it was stolen from him.
Yes, a remarkable feat of quickness that would put a great thief to shame. I love the hands.
I feel that close contact is very important.
Is it a fox? I guess it has to be a fox, dude.
Yeah,
Foxes are the
fox.
best animals.
This goes to my family here in my home as well.
Quite a splendid way of thinking there.
I am the warden, Patricia Rowland. But please just call me Patty.
The warden. So she's in charge at the prison and detention center? Nice to meet you. I am Miles Edgeworth. I'm Mr. Shield's assistant. Pardon me for asking, but were you here in the prison yesterday?
But of course, yesterday was a day that I wouldn't have missed for the world. I killed a guy.
Wouldn't have missed for the world. Did you have some kind of important meeting?
Oh heavens no, I despise meetings.
Based.
Just generally. It was the animal show, of course.
Not this song. No.
A wonderful spectacle featuring animals dancing in my
Sir, we have a scene that kind of looks like a circus. I just pulled the circus music.
No.
I hear this in my nightmares.
Yeah. I always feel along with everyone else in our home. We're one big happy family. We built a special stage in the courtyard just for this performance.
It's so melancholic, too. Like, it's not the fact that it just comes from that case. It's just not a good song. A performance for the prisoner's enjoyment. Yesterday, Albert mentioned some kind of recreation. I suppose the animal show was what he was referring to. When did this show take place?
Oh my
It
god, so
started
cute!
at 8 a.m. and ended around 10 a.m.
That's exactly when the body was discovered. So whoever saw the show would probably have an alibi.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going. I have business to attend to. Please take your time and have a look around our home.
Okay.
So, where should we start, Mr. Edgeworth?
There was a prisoner who heard the screams of the person who first discovered the body. Let's start by talking with him. What? They even have a pony. Little kids could ride it.
How nice, it's like a zoo.
Though it's the humans who are treated like animals in here.
Do you think they'd find out if I took one home with me?
I think that if you did that, you'd be the one behind bars. No one's here.
This person was taken to the disciplinary room. I wonder when he'll be back?
Who knows? I'm sure he won't be allowed to return so easily.
He was on the verge of tears. He really didn't want to go.
Indeed.
A quick turnaround from threatening to murder you.
His reaction was quite extreme. I wonder what sort of punishment awaits him. It looks like the doors are like lock and key, but they do have a little mini sensor for animals to walk through. See, there's like
What
a
if-
second door on like the main door.
Yeah.
There's like a
What
pet
if the
door.
what if the disciplinary room is just like, all right, as the goddess of law decrees, you must play Turnabout Big Top without skipping the text. Oh god.
You must play V3.
I'd rather do that.
It's a pot-bellied pig. Let's hope it doesn't become dinner.
How nice! It's like a zoo.
Though if the humans were
Okay.
treated like animals here. Where is the person who first discovered the body right now?
Around this time, I think you should be in the workroom in the back.
Okay. Well, that was convenient. The workroom. I should go take a look.
Uncle raised lips.
You seem to be in quite shock.
Isn't Warden Roland the type of beauty Mr. Shields likes?
The hug's a cretin, but a kiss is on a whole different level. Uncle Ray needs some time to mentally prepare himself. This is
I didn't think
Japanifornia,
you would be
after
such a
all.
shy guy, Mr. Shields.
Somehow I don't think that's the problem here.
Hey, Miles, about your face, could you loosen it up a bit? Since you're gonna be Uncle Ray's assistant, you'll need to smile more.
Being an assistant and smiling have nothing to do with one another.
That's not true. Smile's the first step to building trust with the client. First, show a refreshing smile to put them at ease, and give them a wink to capture their heart. And with a hug and exchange business cards. That's how you open up a client's heart.
Let's just keep that to ourselves, please.
Well, managing the law firm was quite tough at first. It was difficult inheriting the business from Gregory.
Is that so? What kind of requests did you usually receive at the office?
Usually request to defend suspects in murder cases and various sorts of legal counsel. But, well, our basic policy was we'd welcome everyone.
Did you ever have to turn down any requests?
Oh, well, if the client wasn't cute enough.
Thought everyone was welcome.
Oh, you know, I'm kidding. That was a joke. We accept clients of all sorts. Even the ugly ones. Greg's name on the line. I couldn't do a half-hearted job.
The address of the law office is the law firm my father built. Hey, look, a badge.
Huh? Are you giving this to me? I'm thrilled. A prosecutor's badge might make me more popular than an attorney's badge. Thanks for the present.
No, I never said a word about giving it to you.
That was just a joke. Uncle Ray has his own badge.
Your attorney's badge. You don't wear it on your clothes.
No winter I wear it on my favorite coat.
I think we already heard this.
Wears it as victory clothes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up? Here's a chance, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, that demon lady is gone. What the hell? She was fine. We could snoop around.
Demon?
Oh,
She's
oh,
referring
Courtney,
to Judge
okay.
Courtney.
No, that's fair.
I don't approve of your words, but let us carry on with the investigation.
All right, let's do it. Also, she could be. I mean, look, demon can be a compliment.
Yeah.
Funny. There's a monkey on that hill, Mr. Edgeworth.
I feel like a monkey on a hill all the time. Hardly an appropriate spectacle for a prison.
When you see stuff like this, you can really feel the tension rise.
Hope you're not expecting me to agree with you. Also, Kay, just so we're clear, I don't want to see you climbing that hill.
But someone's gotta show that monkey who's boss.
Don't provoke the monkey.
What's a rabbit doing here? I almost stepped on it.
Oh, nice. It's like a zoo, blah, blah, blah. Oh, look at this petting a cat.
Hey, you there. I'd like to ask you some questions.
Alright, on go. 3, 2, 1, go. So cute, meow. You didn't do it.
What was I supposed to do?
We're gonna do the line at the same time.
Oh, I don't know what you
Yeah.
meant.
Oh. It really is meow.
Hey, you.
Meow.
You finally noticed me.
He finally noticed me.
By the way.
What's this cat's name? Meow. His name is Normal. Meow.
Normal. That's enough. Carry on with your duties. What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Dedicated meow button. Hello, is this occupied?
Hey, that's not a restroom. Hey, guard, you have a minute?
Sir, what is it? Meow.
Is anyone using the workroom right now? Right,
Well,
meow.
presently, there is one prisoner working inside, meow. I'm positive he's been in there since the noon roll call, meow.
We would like to ask the prisoner a few questions, if that is acceptable.
Yes, sir. I will bring him out, so please wait a moment. Meow.
What would you like to sell, meow?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'll leave this to you, Miles.
What do you mean?
Well, because I don't know what kind of scary guy will come out of that room.
Mr. Shields, you're a scaredy cat? Even though you're an adult?
Same to you, Kay.
I'm 17.
Here he comes. Wait a minute.
I think you did his voice. Oh wait, no, this is from the first. No,
this is
was
from the
guy
first
from the plane.
fucking game.
Yeah. I thought this was the guy from Turnabout Airlines. No.
It's Who Done It? Is that what his name
Yeah,
was?
it's Who Done It. Yeah.
Oh, good day to you, sirs. Are you the ones who requested my presence? He doesn't seem like a dangerous criminal. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor. Prosecutor, is that right?
I'm Ray Shields, a defense attorney.
Mr. Shields. His demeanor completely changed once he saw who we were dealing with.
Sorry about that. My assistant says strange things sometimes. He's not a prosecutor, just my assistant. Hey, get your act together, Miles.
I guess I did miss forgot about my new job. No wonder I thought you were different from the prosecutor who visited me yesterday. Looks like he's already spoken to the best. May we ask you a few questions? Oh, yes, of course you may. My name is Frank Saw It.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, go for it, Miles.
I guess I'll be asking the questions after all. Ugh. Well, this is the very first guy who was ever a criminal, so he's not dead. He wasn't put to death.
Yeah.
It's definitely been enough time. He's not on death row. Or, well, actually, maybe not. It takes him a while. Mr. Sawt, you are
Yeah.
aware of the murder that occurred here yesterday, correct? Where were you when the body was discovered?
I was in this room when I had been working.
Where I had been working. Kind of work.
Well, my goal is to become a pet groomer. An animal beautician, so to speak. Oh yes, I was so into cultivating my skills.
I think this isn't a death row prison because they do seem to be, like, trying to give them life skills and shit.
Yeah, I guess so.
It seems a bit more rehabilitation focused.
Yeah. But that just tells me that Frank Sawt didn't actually get the death penalty.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying.
How many criminals that have been prosecuted have gotten the death penalty in these games?
I don't know. It kind of depends. I mean, I think they make that not canon, like, specifically on purpose. They don't want to specify. Because
But they have,
I think-
actually. So for example,
Oh, well,
Mr. Falls
yeah,
was put on.
Dahlia and Falls, yeah.
I think... Did Von Carmick go on death row?
But the point is they don't say the sentence in like the court scenes in case they want to bring the characters back.
Yeah. But they typically only bring them back for games like this.
Still.
In any other prison, such training would be unheard of.
That was all. Honestly, I did not see a thing.
Why do you say that? Haven't even asked him anything yet.
Which is why, sad to say, I won't be of any help to you.
Mr. Sawt, I haven't asked you anything yet.
No. Well, wait, that... Even if you were to ask, I would not.
You know something, don't you?
Oh, that's,
It seems he is indeed hiding something. Let's try to press it out of him. Cheers. First, let us assess the layout of the board. My opponent's condition is...
I'm afraid I didn't see things, so I won't be of any help to you.
This man's expressions do not change much. It's a true poker face. Yeah, huh?
Uh-huh.
It may be difficult to read his emotions from his body language. Perhaps I should focus on how he phrases his words. It may reveal what's on his mind. Basically, just focus on which words are in orange text.
I think they might not be that blunt with it, but...
Now for the opening move. I'll start by asking about who this man is. Even if he hides his emotions, if I push the right buttons, I'm sure I'll get a change, or I'll cause a change. Are you involved with this case in any way?
Are you referring to the murder that occurred inside this prison? I had nothing to do with it at all.
Is that true?
I would never dream of being involved in a murder plot. And how should I put it? I'm an upright model citizen, after all.
If you have no more use for me, may I leave now? Too passive, alright. Common sense tells me an upright model citizen would never have ended up behind bars.
Well...
Well, that's actually kind of a misconception about our judicial and penal system, but
Tell me more about what you know about the incident.
I already told you, I don't know a damn thing. I really don't know anything. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for that outburst, but I will be of no assistance.
Part of my rudeness. It's just that the murder occurred in this rather confined prison. Seems unnatural that you do not know anything about it.
Oh! Unnatural? Is that so? If you're looking for the person who discovered the body, well, you should try someone else.
Did I say who I was looking for? How'd you know we were looking for the person who discovered the body? I don't recall saying a word about that. Are you sure you don't know anything? That toupee is gonna fall off, or he's gonna yeet it.
No, it was merely a hunch I had. I am but a humble pet groomer in training. I honestly have no recollection of the murder.
I am positive that this man's hiding something. For my next move, I'll ask him about his movements on the day of the murder. This man has suppressed his emotions. I will expose his true nature hidden beneath that suspicious smile. So what's happened on the day of the murder? Let's talk about that. If you truly had nothing to do with it, there shouldn't be a problem, correct?
Oh, well. On the day of the murder, there was a lot of going on.
Tell me about what you were doing on that day.
As I mentioned earlier, I was cultivating my skills as a groomer in training. I was trimming the coats of the animals at the time.
Didn't the murder cause a panic? I imagine the entire prison must have been in an uproar.
Well, but there was no panic. I could even hear someone's voice.
Was it a scream?
Someone's voice. Judging from the circumstances, I suppose it was a scream you heard. So you do have a recollection of the murder. You keep insisting that you knew absolutely nothing about the murder, but you do not give credence to your claims.
Well, I thought I heard someone's voice, but in any case, I don't really remember it that well.
The scream at the time of the murder might be a clue. I better keep that in mind. So let's talk about what happened on the day. If you truly had nothing to do with it, there shouldn't be a problem, correct?
Oh, well, on the day of the murder, there was a lot going on.
What was the state of the prison at the time?
I don't remember it too well. My memory's rather poor.
Let's try using that clue. You don't remember? Ridiculous. Didn't you say earlier that you had heard a scream?
Well, that wasn't... I could very well be mistaken. At any rate, I don't honestly remember.
You still do not remember? Enough with your lies.
I ain't lying, you... I mean, I'm telling the truth. In any case, I was absorbed in grooming the animals.
By the way, how skilled would you say you are in animal grooming?
Oh, my technique with the scissors still needs some work, but I'm very confident in my handling of the animals. When the animals became frightened, I calmed them with my gentle hands.
Frightened? Why would the animals have been frightened?
I don't think that's a common occurrence. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Did the scream frighten the animals? Perhaps the reason they were frightened was because of someone's scream. Why are you trying so hard to hide the fact that there was a scream? Are you concealing some vital information from me?
I'm doing nothing of the sort. It's true that I heard some kind of scream, but I'm not trying to hide it.
He's starting to show his true colors. I should be more aggressive with my next move. Ask him about the scream. It's time to give him a taste of the futility of keeping a secret from me. When did you hear the scream?
That's it! I just remembered. At the time of the murder, there was an event going on. It was the animal show. I'd gone there to see it.
So you're saying that since you were watching the show, you did not hear the scream? That's completely different from everything you've said up until now.
Shut up! So what if it is? I mean, my memory's just so hazy.
Haven't you realized it yet? I have you cornered.
Well, whatever you're talking about, I really have no time to waste.
It's a wasteful remark. If he hides his motions, I push the right buttons and make sure to cause a change. Haven't you realized it yet? I have you cornered. God fucking
That's what I was thinking. Honestly, I think that you might have to find out, like, the bottom path first.
Probably.
The animal show was very enjoyable.
What kind of animals performed in the show?
Well, I believe I saw a whale.
There would never be a whale in Ace Attorney.
You liar. You didn't see the animal show at all. There would never be a whale in an Ace Attorney game. Never.
Well, that is, I sort of saw it and I sort of didn't.
You didn't see the show. This could be a clue. Who'd the scream belong to?
Well, I was mistaken. When the incident occurred, I just happened to be in the courtyard. That's why I did not hear the scream.
Let's try using that clue. You didn't see the animal show, damn it. Just how deep are you gonna dig your pit of lies? It's obvious you didn't go to see the animal show. There's no way out of this. Tell me what really happened. Confess everything you know about the scream.
I cannot answer. What I cannot answer? I didn't hear the scream from the person who discovered the body.
I'll make you hear a scream. That's strange. Normally, if you hear a scream during a murder, it's usually from the victim. Why would you think the scream was from the person who discovered the body?
Oh, my mistake?
How? How do you know the scream came from the person who discovered the body?
Well, that's because...
You're the one who got murdered.
Allow me to answer for you. That's because you're the one who discovered the body, and the scream that was heard when the murder occurred didn't come from the victim. It came from when you discovered the body.
Oh, Just who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are? I am.
It is just as you say, but what gives you the right to do this?
Checkmate. Do you think Edward feels pain when the text slams into him like that?
Now he's used to it by now.
It's now clear who discovered the body. You have no more reason to withhold your testimony, correct?
Very well, I'll tell you. But I doubt my testimony is worth hearing.
Whether or not it is worth hearing is for me to decide. I will expose the truth with my own hands. That is my sole duty. And these hands are pretty big, so they'll expose it.
I think you're a little off there, Mr. Edgeworth.
What do you mean?
We're not trying to expose the truth, we're trying to save Simon. Isn't our goal to help out our clients?
Yeah, sure, whatever, okay.
I mean, you're not a prosecutor right now, you're a defense attorney's assistant.
Well said there, Kay. She's right on the money, Mr. Miles. The official task of the Edgeworth Law Office is to defend our client. Your old man who founded the firm truly valued the bonds he had with his clients. So, if you're not willing to do the same, maybe you aren't cut out for this job. I don't want to fire you on the spot either, so have a heart, okay?
The heart of a defense attorney, huh? In any case, it's important that we hear the testimony of the person who discovered the body. Start talking, Mr. Sawit. Tell me what happened when you found the body.
I was in the workroom over there practicing my skills. By some chance, I got curious about the adjacent workroom and went up to the door. I peeked in through the small window in the door. Then I saw him lying there, a man not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself letting out a scream.
If I may confirm one thing. You were in the room, right next to the one where the dead body was found.
Well, within the prison, we call it Workroom B.
And you were in there the whole time on the day of the murder.
Yes, after the 7 a.m. roll call, I remained inside the whole time. In this prison, we have roll call 3 times a day. At 7 a.m., noon, and 9 p.m.
I mean, that's already wrong, because the boxer said that he went in a roll call for 10. And they check the workrooms during these times, too.
Exactly.
I see. So during the 7 a.m. roll call, there was nothing amiss. Knightley's body was not in the workroom yet.
So it sounds like the murder occurred after 7 a.m., huh?
And that's right when the animal show started.
Correct. The other prisoners went to see the animal show.
Meaning anyone who did not see the show does not have an alibi. Do you understand what I'm saying, Mr. Sawit?
Yes, that is certainly true. However, I merely discovered the body.
It was a self-report. Everyone vote him out.
His testimony has a clear contradiction. I should press him about that first.
I was in the workroom where they're practicing
My skills. Some chance I got curious about the adjacent workroom, so I went up to the door.
Yeah, how'd you get to the door?
He peeked.
No, but like, you can't go to the door.
Yeah.
Cause the door to the workroom B would have sounded an alarm when he tried to go through it.
Yeah.
He did say we should press first, though. I'm not sure if that's literal or not.
You're curious about the adjacent room.
Precisely. I felt a need to look inside.
Why'd you feel that way?
Even if you asked me why, I just didn't want to win.
So you weren't concentrating on your training.
No, nothing of the sort. I'm a model prisoner. It's just that, you know, the other prisoners had left to see the animal show. Which is why I was, feeling somewhat lonely.
Yeah, that's like being stuck in a classroom after school is let out.
Yes, that's right. And since I couldn't enter the other workroom...
The small window, so you couldn't get a clear look.
Well, indeed, as you can see, there's a grill covering the window.
Is it specifically a grill with an E if it's like a window grill?
I think so, yeah.
It does not offer a wide view at all.
Normally the guards use it to check inside the rooms, right?
Precisely. You seem to be well versed on this matter.
Well, I happen to know a thing or two about prisons, you know.
It's my future.
What does she mean by that? I'll have to find out the details later.
I guess also, like, is that one of his gloves that we found in the room?
Yes.
I don't know. I think you have to try presenting the. I don't know why he said we have to press first, because like pressing didn't really do anything.
Well, my question is like, what's stopping him from going up to the door exactly with the door sensor?
Because if you go out the door of workroom B, an alarm's gonna blare, right?
Yes.
Because if he's in B and he wants to check out the door to A, he has to leave B.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Mr. Sawit, please stop lying. You don't seem to understand your position.
My position? I used to be a newspaper salesman, but then I took on the pet groomer training.
What about that bracelet on your wrist? It proves that you are unmistakably a prisoner. And as long as you wear that bracelet, you should not be able to move around as easily as you please. As soon as you went through the door, the sensor would have sounded the alarm.
Oh, well that is,
Peeking into the adjacent room is impossible, when you couldn't even leave the one you were in.
Ooh-wee! Nice one, Miles. That was a real humdinger.
But does that mean Mr. Saw didn't see the body?
I'm not sure. Perhaps we should let the man himself explain it to us.
You see, that is, well, forgive me. It appears my previous explanation was lacking. I should clearly explain how I was able to see the body.
Very well, let us hear your revised testimony.
There's a rather well-known technique among the prisoners here. If the hand with the bracelet stays in the room, you can step up without sounding the alarm. That's how I was able to peek into the adjacent room. The moment I realized that the man inside was dead, I let out a scream.
Huh. So that means he kept his arm inside workroom B while he peeked into the adjacent room. I guess you could reach. Yeah, you could reach.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention this to anyone, especially the guards, okay?
Was that what he was trying to hide earlier? I should try asking him for some more details about a few other things as well. Okay. So he was able to peek into the adjacent room by keeping one arm inside the workroom. Was that really what he was trying to hide? I should ask him for a further explanation.
Yeah, I think you might want to start pressing with the, like, on the second one or whatever.
I gain by doing that as a small degree of freedom.
Well, naturally, but it is all that we have left to enjoy.
I'm shocked that you enjoy such a thing. Have you truly reflected on what you've done?
Oh, but of course, if I'm a model prisoner.
Your definition of model is highly suspect. Regardless, was that the technique you used?
Yes, that is correct. I made sure no guards were around when I did it.
Hmm.
Yeah, press that second one.
Why would you do something so troublesome and potentially dangerous?
Well, I heard a noise coming from the adjacent room. Seemed odd to me, as there should not have been anyone inside.
So you peeked into the adjacent workroom as soon as you heard a noise?
Yes, of course. I peeked in as soon as I could.
I see. Is there a problem with that statement?
Yes.
So you looked into the adjacent room immediately after you heard the noise. If that were true, then you should have seen more than just a dead body. You should have seen the person who made the noise.
Well, that is, well...
He looks really shaken.
Mr. Saw It, answer me. What did you really see? If you intend to remain silent, I will have no choice but to assume that you are complicit to the murder.
Oh, please forgive me. It's just that I couldn't even believe what I saw myself. It may have just been a dream. I hesitate to even recall it.
Tell me what happened.
Very well, I will be frank with you. I saw a dog. It was a nightmarish scene. A large black dog was biting into the neck of the victim.
What did you say?
It was a truly hellish scene. That dog killed him.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
That's some grade A trauma right there. It was chilling to my very core, and I let out a shriek.
A man-eating dog inside the zoo of a prison?
But the guy said stabbed.
I guess its teeth could stab. Barks at me a lot.
That was everything I saw. Do you believe me now?
Yes, I do. I doubt we'll be able to lie about something like that. You're awfully trusting, Mr. Edgeworth. Would you add that to your testimony?
Certainly.
There was a black dog biting his neck.
Yeah, check that. It does just say penetrating wound.
Yeah. Could have been from teeth of a dog.
We have another page, right?
I think we have one. It's just the dog itself. A black dog was biting the victim's neck, huh?
Yes, blood came pouring out, and as a result, the dog's mouth became stained with it. Stop. You don't need to get that detailed.
At the time, that was the victim.
Mr. Edgeworth, why'd you asking that?
Okay, why'd you hit Uncle Ray? The man did not even flinch,
He must have been dead already.
but the blood continued to gush from his neck. He most likely had passed away already. His hands moved nary an inch. Yo, way too much detail. Are you doing this on purpose? Certainly not. I'm just trying to give an accurate testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, shall I add that statement to my testimony as well?
If you would.
It was terrifying. Truly terrifying sight.
I mean, he did die instantly. Oh, but it's... I guess you couldn't have seen his hands? Is that it? We only saw a hand.
I guess.
Barks at me a lot.
Yeah. That was a very vivid testimony.
That is because I witnessed it up close, relatively speaking. I could feel the anguish he suffered in his death.
Mr. Edgeworth, I won't be able to sleep tonight.
Really? How terrible.
Oh, come on. It's all because of you that my mind is filled with scary thoughts.
I may even have nightmares of it myself, even though I could still remember everything clearly.
Yeah, I think you gotta. I think it might be presenting the. What?
What?
Is that a bug? Go back. What the fuck? That's gotta be like a fuck up. Press
The ring
that?
with the snowflake insignia glimmered with no purpose but to catch my eye. What the fuck?
That's gotta be like a weird ass bug. Press the shit out of that. What the fuck did they say?
A ring with a snowflake insignia. Impressive memory.
I was formerly a newspaper salesman. I had to quickly identify what a customer wanted based on his appearance and attitude. In others, in order to form a successful strategy. It's the most basic of basics.
But you're dealing with a corpse, not a customer. You like that with everyone?
Yes, it's already become an ingrained habit of mine. It was an important point that could be determining the success or failure of a sale.
That's how you were able to easily remember such a minor detail.
Precisely. Even the engraved insignia is crystal clear.
Is that really possible? What was the state of the body when we found it? I should review my evidence.
I wonder if like we were supposed to present something there, and the game has a programming error where it gets you the next, like it advances the dialogue if you press that as well.
Maybe since this game was translated from Japanese to English, they didn't have enough text boxes to fit all the English text. So they just cut some and then just added that.
Have an unerring eye, that much I can declare.
So Knightley was killed by a dog that was being kept here in the prison. I find that hard to believe.
You say that pets take after their owners, yeah?
It doesn't have to take after them that much. This completely defeats the purpose of animal therapy.
Perhaps I should ask about the dog a little bit more. Yeah, you can't see that. That's either on the hand that's covered by a blanket, or it's not true. A ring with a snowflake insignia.
Yes, that is correct. It was clearly engraved on the surface.
I see. Your testimony is very accurate. It was a little too accurate, if you ask me.
And what's wrong with being accurate?
You state you saw a ring with a snowflake insignia engraved into it. And if it is true that the victim was wearing such a ring, it is true, actually.
See, was I not correct?
That is not the issue we have with your testimony. Take a look at this picture. As you can see, the right hand is covered by a sheet. It should not have been possible for you to see the engraving on the ring. Unless you approached the body and lifted up the sheet for yourself. You said you only looked into the workroom through the door. And you gave such a detailed account of what you saw.
Who do you think you are? Acting all high and mighty. I'm telling you, I saw what I saw. Oh, the victim must have moved his arm after I saw it.
You just said he didn't. I don't think so. You said as much earlier.
The man did not even flinch.
He must have been dead already. The victim was already dead. How would we have been able to recognize the movements of his arms?
This guy's looking pretty suspicious now, yeah?
Frank saw it. What are you hiding, you scoundrel?
Oh, no, I'm not. That is, you're wrong. I know what I saw.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Uh-huh.
Shut up already! Stop making a fuss about every little thing I say! You're just a defense attorney's assistant!
He's finally shown his true self for the second time.
Whoa, guess the cat's out of the bag. Black hairy one of that. Just went flying. I'm just your friendly neighborhood witness!
Are you really just a witness? I would say that you're acting rather suspicious right now. What was that? You saw something that could not have been seen from the outside of the room. How's it possible? The logic behind it is simple. Mr. Saw It, this is where you saw the body from. I mean, obviously just inside the workroom. When you discovered the body, you went inside the room where it was laid. Since you saw the engraving on the ring, that is the only possibility. Even if you say that, you ain't got no evidence, do ya? There's the evidence that shows that I was in that room. I was grooming pets at the time. In the room adjacent to where the body was found. I even went so far as to borrow some rubber gloves. Show me the evidence that proves I was in the room where I found the body.
Wow, what a free fucking...
It's Mr. Saw It, baby. It's gonna be free as fuck.
Yeah.
Mr. Saw It, what were you doing when the body was discovered? Didn't I tell you already? I was practicing being a pet groomer. I see. In that case, do you happen to recognize this glove? Oh, that's, This was found near the body. It is believed to have been dropped by the culprit. By the way, you also have a rubber glove hanging out of your apron pocket. No, this is something else. Looks like you're missing one of the gloves. You can find gloves like these anywhere in the prison. The evidence proves nothing. Perhaps we should hand the glove over to the police for fingerprinting. I'm certain they'll be able to find some interesting results. It's over.
Objection.
Whoa.
Object. Pretty cool, right? My objection was. Mr. Shields, could you save the jokes for later?
I'm not joking, because it's not over yet. There's still something else. Something that's clearly odd. That guy's a prisoner, you know. He's got the bracelet and all. There.
That's right. How did he get into the other workroom? The sensor would have set off the alarm, right?
He's right. That's the one thing we don't know yet.
Not so fast, Mr. Prisoner. Could you fill us in? It's pretty weird. The bracelets should have been his last line of defense.
Defense?
That's right, Kay. He was useful evidence for Mr. Prisoner here. Could have claimed that due to the bracelet he wasn't able to enter the room. But he didn't say a word about it. Is there any reason for why he didn't? Silent treatment, huh? Well, Judge yesterday did say that silence is golden.
Wow, you really are a hotshot defense attorney, Mr. Shields.
Defense attorneys always remain calm in a pinch and smile in the face of danger. That's what your old man told me. The defense attorney's creed, yeah. So what's your deal? Why didn't you mention anything about the bracelet?
I want a spin-off game called Attorney's Creed. It's just like a fusion of Assassin's Creed and Ace Attorney. But you're like Kay Faraday killing people.
That's what it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The truth is, it's broken.
Broken.
Some time ago, I took a spill and the bracelet hit the floor with a loud bang. Ever since then, it has not been able to activate the sensor. Forgive me, it was so convenient I didn't want to report it.
I see. So the bracelet was broken. Guards! But did it really break so easily? If that is true, then there's a problem with the prison security. You over there, may I have a moment?
Here, kitty, you're such a cute little guy. Yes, you are. Meow.
Excuse me.
Yes, what can I do for meow?
This prisoner's bracelet appears to be broken.
What? Really? That's not good at all, meow. I'll contact the person in charge and have it replaced immediately.
Thank you. I'll be holding on to the broken bracelet for the time being. Cool.
Yeah, yes, sir. Please take care of it, meow.
Now the bracelet's been taken care of.
Shall we move on to arresting you for murder?
What?
Perish the thought, I didn't kill anyone. This time.
But your bracelet was broken, right? Doesn't that mean you could have gone anywhere you wanted during the animal show?
But all I did was find the body, honest. And it is true that I saw the dog biting his neck. However, I entered the workroom after the dog had left. Why'd you do that?
Well, I was curious if he had anything
Valuable on him. So he's planning to loot the corpse. That's why he remembers Knightley's ring so well.
Why are you looking at me, Mr. Edgeworth? I am a great thief. Please don't put me on the same level as him.
But I didn't take a thing. The animal show had ended, and the other prisoners were making their way back down here. I hurried back to my workroom and let out a scream to deceive the others.
That's when you dropped your rubber glove.
That's embarrassing. Guess the story holds up. What do you think, Miles? Whether he is the murderer or not, one big question remains. How did Knightley get all the way from his holding cell to the prison?
You're right about that. It's a real stumper.
There's something Mr. Sawat said in his testimony that I'm very concerned about. That dog had any part in the murder. Mr. Sawat?
Yes, what is it?
Were there any other prisoners who didn't see the animal show?
Yes, there is only one other that I know of.
And that prisoner wouldn't have been able to see the show even if he wanted to, correct?
Yes, that's correct. What do you ask?
Just as I thought. I had my suspicions as soon as I saw that black dog. That fiendish criminal. I never expected him to be held here in this prison. Where's his cell?
You intend to meet him?
Him? Who's him?
He's a very special man. He receives very special treatment and, Oh, forgive me. I need to watch what I say about him. However, if you value your lives, I would advise you stay away from him.
Hey, cut it out already. You're giving me the creeps.
A puppet master of the shadows, huh? Yeah, I still value my life. He's being held in a special cell. Over there! In that direction.
This special cell. Certainly seems like he receives special treatment. This is kind of a shit prison. It has 3 jail cells.
I'm guessing there's more and like up or down. Well, so just who is this him anyway?
To protect my own life, all I can tell you is that he's the oldest prisoner here. My deepest apologies, but I can't say any more. He is truly terrifying.
I guess it can't be anyone else because Frank was the first person thrown into prison. Unless it's like, I don't know, what else? The only prisoner we ever tried was technically Dahlia Hawthorne and Mr. Falls.
Care to fill me in? It feels like you're leaving Uncle Ray behind here.
He is someone I knew in the past. Let's head for the special cell. I believe that black dog should be there as well. There's also the part where Edgeworth went, technically, like, the story went back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious.
Yeah, let's see who it is and then cliffhanger it. Like, well, I guess it wouldn't be a cliffhanger because we'd see who it is. But, you know.
This courtyard is behind these shutters, but they're locked.
Freedom is right in front of them, but the shutters are locked up. Life is so cruel. I really feel sorry for them.
Who are you feeling sorry for? It's the magical green arrow. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's from Sonic Adventure 2 when Sonic's like in that island. Amy frees him. This exact person. Hey, it's pitch black in here. I can't see a thing at all.
Aren't you always talking about how the Yatagarasu is able to flap even in the darkest night?
Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I'm the great thief Yatagarasu.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
But still, I can't see what I can't see. I'm still just a human. Eek.
That voice, it can only be. You haven't done enough characters.
It has been far too long.
So you still remember me.
It would be impossible to forget, because it was you who did what none could do. Place me here in this cell. Don't tell me that the dog is talking to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Is there someone else in there? I can't say anything, though.
Down, boy. It's rude to frighten the visitors. Here, allow me to illuminate this dark room.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yep. Alright. That's not what I was expecting at all. Alright. So I think that,
Bios. That's him.
I think I'll stop the episode there. I'll come up with a new voice by the next session.
The music is interesting, I'll say that much.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Nice. See, now this is the real Sadmati. The original.
Not really, honestly.
No, not really at all. Doesn't have the pretty boy face. Instead, he's Dulcine from fucking Street Fighter.
Really, he's just like vaguely foreign, and that's kind of the only thing they have in common.
You can tell he's really smart because he has a bunch of brain stems.
Yeah, his brain is like fucking
It's bulging.
huge. Yeah.
It's like trying to leave his body.
Yeah. I mean, I would too.
Alright. That's Ace Attorney. / Edgyworth.
More like ace defective.
Have you heard that the port is kind of unfortunately, like, not amazing?
Yeah, I have.
It's a damn shame.